Should start. Hello, good evening everyone. My name is Kapal and I am the crew member of the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, Mariner of the Seas, and I am a galley steward, day cleaner in the deck 3. So, before we already talk about my life in the ship, how I work, how what kind of dishes we wash inside the dishwash machine, and what is kind of my job, my duty inside in the galley, and what is area that we wash, what we clean all day, usually every day. So let's step aside of that talk. We focus on the facilities that we got on the ship. We got a lot of facilities inside the ship, especially when actually I make a part of this video because if you make one video it will be longer, and it will be very boring if you watch it in a longer time. So this is a part 1, and we talk about the facilities that we got on the ship before we on board. I think I will make 3 parts of this video. The first part is before we on board. The second one is where we go flight and almost we go to the ships, and the last one, the part 3, and when we go inside the ship like I do like now. So first time you got the facilities, we got the ship before we on board you got the LOE. What is LOE? It's a letter of employment. That is kind of description of your duty inside the ships, and that you will be signed in or on board, and that you will be signed off, and the date it are estimated because you are not on board it yet. So my experience, I got LOA 3 months prior my sign in was on 17 June 2022, and I got it 3 months before I joined, and it was a very delightful day, very grateful for me because I was waiting for 3 years, and Alhamdulillah I got it after waiting for 3 years here. So let's talk about the LOA. First thing, there is a description of your duty inside the ships. We got like my experience. I got what is the job you actually in the ship. For me, it's galley steward, and your name inside the LOA, and also what kind of ship you will be join. For me, it's Mariner of the Sea. And also the date you will be signed in, for me is 17 June 2022, and the sign off estimated date is 13 February 2023. It's about 8 months for me, 8 months duty. And also, but that's estimated. It will be can be rescheduled, it can be extend, or maybe shorter because maybe your document is expired, or maybe you have some problem with your document or problem with your visa, something like that. I don't know, but it's side things that we don't talk here. Just talk about 3 things. What kind of description of your duty inside the ships, your name also inside that, and that you will be signed in, and the date you will be signed off, and also the port of the ships. Actually, for me it's Port Canaveral, Florida, Orlando. Oh, sorry, my mistake. Port Canaveral, Orlando, Florida, United States of America. So that's of the LOA, and let's talk about the preparation of anything before we go on board of the ships. First thing, we have to check all travel itinerary of the ship. What kind of ship you will be on board, what kind of what kind of ship that will be go travel. Like mine is going to the warm area, warm nation like Puerto Rico, like Labade, Haiti, like Cocoque, and like Bahamas and Bermuda, and all the Caribbeans, other Caribbeans, because that's near the what is it called, the warm area, just down Katulistiwa. And also it's very very warm, about 20 until 39 degrees Celsius, and that not cold at all. But if you take inside your room, your cabin, you take it, the air conditioner become cooler, it will be cooler inside the room only. But if you go outside, if you go offshore, you will be hot, will be warmer, because yeah, that's the hot country actually, in the Katulistiwa area. So you have to make sure to check the travel itinerary of the ships, and you bring the clothes exactly like what is the travel of the ship. Like if you go to the Europe, there will be cold, you have to take your jacket or take your long shirts. Maybe for me, I use this one. See, I use the short one. I also use not very long skirt. Only shorts like this, and yeah, it's not very cold. That's for the clothes. And also you have to bring your own medicine, because the ships have only not particular the medicine you have, like we have in the country. Like you have like tolak angin, you have like ultra flu, like something like that. I show you one. I have my special one. This one, tolak angin, and we have the vitamin. Yeah, because we are on board in the ship and we don't have any holiday. We only have the breaks time and have a long break, maybe straight. And you have to take some of your vitamin. And also, if you have some of the stomach problem, you have the Milanta. I bring my Milanta. And also, what kind of this? Also, you have your flight sickness medicine. This one I bring from back my home. Say Antimo, because this one is very important if you have a sickness inside the ship or maybe in the flight, because the flight is very long. If you travel from Indonesian comes to the US, it will be long, about one day flight, almost 1 day flight. For me, it's about 23 hours, 20 until 23 hours. That's very exhausting for me. That was time I just like sit in the airplane, and the seat I cannot move, because my seat is beside the windows, and there are two more of the seat beside me, and there is very tight seat, and I cannot move at all. So that very exhausting for me. Even my feet is very trembling at that time. It was very trembling. So yeah, back to the topic. We already talk about the clothes. We already talk about the medicine, and this one is very important for you. You have to bring your special food from your country. Mine is like you have to bring some of your like what is it called? Sambal terasi. You have to ketchup bangun, something like that. You also like kopiko, kapal api, because in the ship we don't have that anymore. We are in different area, back far away from our home, so we cannot buy something just like that. Even I am smoker, and I cannot buy something like jarum and something like gudang garam, because inside the ship there are only one type of the cigarettes. Actually, there are plenty of type of cigarette inside the ship, but the taste is the same, all of it the same. Like Marlboro, like Palma, something like that. You have to bring some of your special food or your favorite food from your country, because if you don't bring, you'll be miss your home a lot. Before, when I was in the consumer, I was very wondering if they have some of the Indonesian food, and I found one, and I buy some of nasi goreng. It's very nice, but not as nice as in originally from my home, because yeah, that's only for missing your home like that, so you know. And that's very expensive. If you currency from rupiah to dollar, maybe about $200,000. 200,000 rupiahs, and that's only $17 here. That's cheap for us, but they're very expensive back in your home. So yeah, you have to bring your special food from your country. If you like kopiko, if you like kapal api, take it. You bring it in your bag. So we already talked about the clothes, I'll talk about the medicine, and also we talk about the special food you want to bring. Next time, that's a very important thing, this one. Document that what you need. What type of document? You already know before you pre-order for your flight. You already know inside the LOE. Sometimes you can see your visa, your passport, and your Siemens book. You have to bring all of it. Originally, bring it, all of it, inside your bag, inside your bag, all of it. And also LOG, a letter of quarantine. If you have, you bring it inside the bag. And medical examination tests, and also the copy of LOA, all of it. We have 3 kind of LOA. The first one is for the hotel, second one is for the ship, and one is we bring it back to us if some they have trouble, we have some of the missing, something like that, and you don't know where to go. You just check it in the security in the airport. You bring it and you ask them where we have to go with some kind of LOA, and they will understand you are the crew of the ship, something like that. And also, if you miss your family a lot, don't forget to bring your photo of your family. For me, it's very important. And I have a lot of photo of my family. See, let me see this one. See, I have a lot of photo of my family. I glue it inside, glue it on the wall, because sometimes if you feeling sad, feeling homesick, you can see your family. They are very happy because you work on the ships, even you are very far from home, and even if you want to call to them, you always to check their time, because if you want to call, they're already asleep maybe, but we are in the afternoon, and they are night, and even we are going to sleep, they're already working maybe, because we have the different time, as 12 hours difference. So it's very hard for me for the first time to maintain how we talk to the family, how we call them, and how we check they already asleep or not. But now it's my usual, so yeah, it's good for me. Photo of your family. And also before 2 weeks prior your join, there will be travel itinerary for your flight originally from your country to the ship that you will be joining, the port that you will be joining. For me, I have a travel itinerary flight from Yogyakarta to Jakarta to Dubai, and it was last to the Orlando, and that was a very exhausted flight. And actually, travel itinerary for your country to destination of your ship that will be on board. For me, is Mariner of the Sea. The home port of the Mariner is in the Port Canaveral. And the Port Canaveral is exactly in the Orlando, Florida. So I was from Yogyakarta International Airport. That time I was with Garuda Indonesia. one-time flight from Jogja to Jakarta, and I had to wait about 6-7 hours there, and we just like going to sleep, and I was going to sleep, and I was eating sometimes, and they were waiting for a long time there, because my flight from Jakarta to Dubai was at the midnight at 12 hour and 12 o'clock 12 a.m. and that was a very exhausting also, because we have to change the flight, the airlines. We changed from Garuda to, by the time I used the Emirates, and from Garuda Emirates, and from Dubai to Orlando also Emirates. So yeah, first time very exhausted. Sorry, this was a call from my friend.